안녕하세요. Hello everybody. Today we're going to do a video in English and a little bit of Hmong. We're going to talk about what my wife thinks of America and a little bit of the differences between living in America and living in Laos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing about America? About living here?
Family.
Family? Okay, but you had plenty of family in Laos, so what's the difference?
Well, like your side. Because in Laos, I only have my side.
Right.
But in here, we have both. We have your side and then we have my side. And it's good. And to live in here and the baby get to have his grandparents with him,
right.
Take care of him, and they get to spend time together. That was one of the best parts. Come here. You wanna come say hi?
Goo.
Joseph.
Joseph?
Come on.
Oh, it's okay.
Ma.
Okay, but what about America? Not family, but about the country.
Oh, the country.
About living in America.
I like that we don't have to pay parking.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere in Laos, you have to pay for parking. Most of
it.
Yeah, most of it. Here, there's still places you have to pay, but for the most part, you don't have to pay for parking.
That was really nice because you just stop real quick and you don't have to worry about the parking.
Yeah.
But in Laos, the second that you park there, we'll have a guy come to you and give you a ticket and say this much.
Yeah,
and
that's
say,
annoying.
I just go really quick. It's okay. Like I don't have to pay for it, and you won't.
Yeah, you still have
you
to pay
for it.
And if you leave your parking spot and you come back real quick, you still have to pay again.
Yeah.
So you always have to pay for parking.
Well, some place were nice. Like they were writing down something on the paper at the ticket, so you can come back and park.
Right.
But most of it just say, I just have to park.
Sometimes I don't even know if I have to pay for that parking spot, if that guy's a real guy. Or if he just decided he's going to go out there with tickets and get people to pay for parking in this area.
I don't know.
You never know. You never know.
But yeah, it was nice. But honestly, I really like it here, the way that they have like so many walking paths.
Oh,
paths.
Sidewalks.
Sidewalk.
How do they say that in Australia?
The greenbelt.
I don't know.
How do they say that in Australia? I remember they said it. What was it?
Hi, buddy.
Oh, I forgot. It's the sidewalk.
Walking path.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The pathway.
And so you can take like your baby, go walk, and do lots of things with family.
And the parks.
And the park and all this playground and all this stuff. Yeah, because I think in Laos we only, as you remember, like a public park for kids to play. I only seen one in Camp Kong.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, but even then,
it's nice
it's
to
really
have
old
it
and kind of falling apart. And you don't want your kids to play in that.
to play with the kids. Hi, Mom.
Mom just got back from work. So, what else? Okay, what other things are really good about America?
The weather is pretty nice right now.
Oh yeah, we got good weather.
It gets so cold and not so hot.
We live in San Diego, but if we were in Minnesota, it'd probably be different. Different story over there. America's very big.
Just this past couple of days, it's been really nice. Because in Laos it's so hot that we have to turn our AC like 24/7.
All the time.
All the time.
AC was always on, and especially in Vientiane.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I did not like that about Vientiane. Vientiane was too hot. Oh man, I wanted to live in Siang Kwang or Luang Prabang or Udam Sai, but it's really hard for a foreigner to live outside of Vientiane. Unless he's going to like Pak Se or Luang Prabang, then it's really hard for him to go other places, especially if he's an American like me. Just because there's not enough.
Depends like where you go.
There's not enough work in those places. There's not enough places for me to live, and if you live there, you get watched really closely, and it's not easy for me to live there, just because it's threatening to have a big white guy living in Siang Kwang.
They have a lot of them living there though.
They have some. I wouldn't say a lot, but they have a lot of American Hmong people that live there, but I don't think they can blend in a little better than I can. Yeah. What's another thing? One thing that I've noticed that I feel like is really different between the United States and Laos is the market, the way we buy food.
Oh yeah, that was a big difference. Because in Laos, you can go to the market and you can deal with the price.
Oh yeah, the price changes. Oh, that's a different thing. Yeah, bartering. Oh my goodness. Nothing in Laos is the price they say it is.
Yeah.
Nothing.
At least you go to a fancy shop.
Maybe.
Fancy mall. So
Maybe.
that would be the price, like
Yeah.
kind of change.
Yeah, like if you go to a supermarket, right?
But if you just go to the grocery shopping market,
Uh-huh.
then the price can always change.
Any of the markets, price, whatever they tell you, that's not the price. And I remember we'd go over there and you'd say, how much is this potato? And they would say, the potatoes are 10,000 geep a kg. You'd say, okay, well, if I buy a kg and a half, will you do 8,000 geep a kg? And they'll look at you like, no. And so you'd be like, okay, if I buy 2 kgs, will you do it 7,000 geep? And you just keep bringing the price down. And you know, it's
That's the deal.
the hardest one to deal with were I love all people. The Chinese people were the hardest ones to barter with. You'd go into some shops and they would give you the most expensive price, but you could always get the cheapest price from those shops too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like going in there because bartering was really hard. But every shop, if it's not a supermarket,
So
you
I
can
won't
barter the
really
price.
let you go to the market or buy anything in Laos because
They see me and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, white guy,
they
he's
give you a
expensive.
different price. And if I go, I will get a different price from
Right.
whatever you get.
But here in America, we never barter. Bartering is not very common. Unless you're buying a car or a house, you don't barter the price. Because it's, you know, we always shop at supermarkets. The price is what they say it is and it never changes. That's really nice. I like that here in America. But I also like knowing that I can get a cheaper price than is on the tag. Sometimes I wish I could go in there and say, how about you give me this TV for 50% off? Not gonna happen here, but in Laos, maybe
Yeah.
you can, and you'll get it cheaper because here, you know, the store is gonna make a certain amount of profit on it, but there it's entirely up to the person who owns the store.
Yep.
So maybe you really can get a good deal no matter where you go, and I miss that. I do like that.
Yeah,
That was nice.
I miss my market too.
Yeah, but what I don't miss is having to buy vegetables every day. My wife was like
But I
so
love
excited
that. I love
every day.
that.
We're going to the market to buy food today, every single day, and I was just like,
No, kind of every other day.
no. I feel like it was for a while there. It was every day, and you're just like, yeah. So we have to get up at 6 in the morning and go to the market, otherwise everything's gonna be gone. I'm like,
especially
6?
like the morning market.
Yeah.
It's the best.
the morning market's not the best because it's so early in the morning.
It is.
It's not. I just
Like
remember.
you can get things that really like good price, and like you get lots of options, and they're all fresh.
Yeah, but here you go to the market and you buy it and it lasts you a whole week and you don't even need to go back to the market, so I can work on all the other things I wanted to get done. But over there in Laos you have to go every day at 6 in the morning. And it's
Why?
like, because the food will go bad.
Why does it go bad?
Because it's fresh and it has no preservatives, it's fresh, it's healthier food.
You don't have a refrigerator?
We do.
They do.
But
They'll go bad.
they'll still go bad. They're not packaged in little plastic bags that keep them to last a long time.
Oh, I see.
It'll go bad. But it's freshly picked from the farm, maybe the week before, or a couple days before.
No, like they'll pick like the day before.
They probably taste better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing that compares
so
to that
good.
taste. Oh my goodness. That I will never miss. I will always miss. I will always miss that. I just don't like getting up at 6 in the morning to go to the market every day.
And I like that.
Yeah, but I hated it because it was we need to go to the market, not an I need to go to the market. Sort
They
of
have an
thing.
open market on Saturdays here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's the farmer's market. But the farmer's market here tends to be more expensive than the supermarket. Whereas in Laos, the supermarket tended to be more expensive than the open market. And the food at the open market, they call them wet markets. It's actually called a wet market.
What's that?
A wet market is when they cut the meat out in the open, and you see how they have the water running down next to all the stalls.
No.
Yeah, so you know how when you go where the meat is, they have that area cut into the cement on the floor because they cut the meat and the blood drips down.
No.
Yeah, so you know how you walk in the big building,
Yeah.
right? and then it's always wet on the ground.
Oh, because they use water to put in the veggies so don't die.
But
from the bad.
even in the meat area, it's wet on the ground, especially in the meat area.
Because they use the eyes.
Right.
to roast the
That's
meat.
why it's a wet market, because everything's wet.
That's a good part.
No, that's the English name for it. And they have all different kinds of animals cut up in there. It's a wet market.
Yeah.
See, but if you go to a supermarket where the meat is, it's dry.
Mm-hmm.
Dry market. And the meat's been cut usually early that morning. Whereas in the wet market, they cut it right there. You ask for the cut you want, and they cut it for you right
like,
there.
You know, say, I want a kg,
Right.
3 kg, 4 kg, and they will just cut it.
Cut it for you. And you say, I want that piece, and they cut it for you. And it's so nice. The meat is so good. Because in Laos, they like the opposite.
They kill it like that morning.
Right. And in Laos, they like the opposite of what we like. So if I want to go get a filet mignon in Laos, oh boy, that's probably the cheapest steak I could get over there.
What is from
It's a special cut of meat that is so good. Whereas over there, they're like, yeah, man, I want that roast. You know? I want that roast so I can cut it up and grill it on my grill. And I'm like, oh, you guys go for it. I want the filet mignon. You know what I mean? I want the sirloin. But over there, it's like the sirloin is like not the prime cut over there. Over there, the ones that they want are like the ribs, the things with bones, the ribs, the legs. You know what I mean? And the bones are good too because you can make some really good pho.
Yeah.
But I just don't miss getting up at 6 in the morning to go to the market. She probably misses that.
Chicken feet.
Oh, and the chicken feet. Well, the chickens just always come with the feet over there,
Yeah.
right?
Or you can just buy this big bag of feet.
With just the feet. Yeah.
Just don't buy it here.
No, we're gonna buy it here.
You're gonna buy a big bag of chicken feet
Mm-hmm.
and fish for you guys.
Yeah. See, over there, you buy the chicken, it still has the head and the feet on it. Here, when you go buy the chicken, the head and the feet are gone already.
Mm-hmm.
They cheat.
They're cheating. They're taking some of the important meat away, so you don't get that meat to enjoy. Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So overall, what is your absolute favorite thing about America? You can't say family.
That was my favorite already.
Absolute number one. If you could pick even one of the things we said, what would it be? Can't be family though.
Beach.
Go to places.
Okay, what places?
Like, there has so many like places you can check out.
Yeah.
And most of them, like, you can go, like, you don't have to pay to get in.
Right.
Which is in Laos, most of the place, like, it's actually not true.
Well, it is. I feel like in Laos, if they find a really big, beautiful waterfall,
Yeah, you
they
have
turn
to
it.
pay for
They turn it into a resort, like right away. It's like some dude will come own that, or if some dude doesn't own it, the better option happens, and the better option is like a Buddhist Wat will take over that waterfall and you know take care of the land because it becomes sacred. But if a Buddhist Wat doesn't take care of it, then somebody will buy that land, and then he'll turn it into a personal resort, and you have to pay to stay at the resort. And you
No,
can't
like, even like, you
pay
just
to visit.
go to see, yeah,
Yeah.
pay to visit. But it's different in here because you don't have to pay to visit, right?
Some places you do, but most places you don't.
Yeah, but so far, like, that
Yeah,
we've
like the
gone
beach
to,
is
you don't
free.
have to pay for.
The beach is free. The mountains that we've gone to are free. There are some state parks that are really big that you need to pay to get in, but it's not very expensive, and you can stay as long as you want. And
Simple.
yeah, there's lots of things you can do there. It's real easy to go out and enjoy yourself and do things that you want to do because you have time to do those things here.
And also, like, I feel like in Vientiane, it's just like they're just in the middle of, like, they don't really have place that you can check out.
No, they don't. They don't have anything you can do there.
The closest one that I see was like Wang,
Yeah, but even that's kind of far away.
the mountains. Like, you don't really have any place like you go to. What's that say?
I mean, but they have the Mekong.
Check out.
They have the Mekong River. But honestly, when you live in Vientiane, you go see the Mekong, and then
You don't want to see that every day.
you don't want to see that every day. You go see it once or twice. Papusai, you go see it once, and then it's like there's nothing left.
Go Dodgers.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. There's nothing left to see in Vientiane, and then you're living there, and it's like everything's really far away. And far away in Laos isn't really far away compared to far away in America. But it's still, if you go there, you'll realize it's far away, even though you're in Laos, because you just have no way to get to these places. And you have no time to go there because everything takes extra work in Laos than it does here in America. There's always extra steps to getting things done over there, and it just takes longer to wash your dishes, longer to do your clothes,
So
longer to clean your house
you
because
feel
it gets
like-
more dusty over there, so you have to clean your house constantly.
You feel like you live in the 80s?
Yeah, I felt like I lived in the 50s when I was over there. You just were always cleaning, always doing housework, and then when you were done with your housework, you were doing regular work, and when you were done with your regular work, you were back doing housework, and then you were
So
going to
you
bed.
don't really get to have like any habit?
Right, no,
or,
you don't really have any hobbies, yeah.
like times to do things that.
No time off. If you want to take time off, then you're going to have a lot of dirty clothes and a lot of dirty dishes that aren't done. You're going to have, your house is going to be a mess.
And then it also depends on some people.
It does depend, and it depends on where you live too. Because you might live in a cleaner area, it makes it easier to get done. And if you have family that lives with you, that works really hard, they can help pick up the slack for you if you're going to go off and do something. But if you're living by yourself, it's really hard. It can be a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't have anybody who can help you, it makes it a lot harder. However, if you leave to go see these things, it's really far away, and you can only do that every once in a while. You can't do that all the time.
Yep.
And that makes it hard. So when you're in Vientiane, you're stuck. That's why I would suggest, if you want to go live in Laos, go live in Luang Prabang. Go live somewhere else outside of Vientiane, because Vientiane can get really boring really fast. They have all the Phalong food there, all the Amica food, the American food, the foreigner food. Really good restaurants there. The food, best pizza in the world in Laos, I'll say that. Maybe not Italy, maybe not the same as Italy, but it's really good over there. But that all goes away really quickly if you go to Luang Prabang. They have more that you can do that's really close. It's a prettier area to live. The weather's better. They also have foreigner food there and supermarkets. Udom Sai is very similar. It's a very nice place to live. It's a little bit more expensive, but still way cheaper than the United States.
But I think in Odensai they don't really have any foreign.
They have a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of Chinese foreigners there, but not so much Western. But they do have some big supermarkets there where you can get Western stuff if you want to cook your own food. You know, anything that follows that railroad is a good place, or down south at Pak Se and Savannakhet.
We
They have some
haven't
good places
been there
down there.
yet, but as far as we heard, it's
Right.
really good and nice to be
Yeah.
there.
It is very nice to visit, and from what we've heard. But we love it here in America. We also love it in Laos. And we're so glad we could share this video with you. I know normally I do my videos in Hmong, but sometimes I'm going to do some videos in English so that more people can see and learn about Laos, learn about the United States, learn about the people and the culture. I'm really excited for this.
And more people can know about the Dodgers.
Right. Also,
our
oh.
dad is a big fan of it.
the Dodgers. That's another thing.
He's
Laos
number one.
has a little bit of baseball, not really any baseball, but America has baseball, and baseball is awesome. Also has wrestling, and wrestling is awesome. There's my dad doing number one. Dodgers are number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
Go Dodgers!
Well, anyways, I'm also going to be doing a live stream tonight,
A talk show.
like a talk show live stream thing, and I'm going to be trying to get people who want to interview with me. If you guys want to interview with me,
Turn on.
talk to me, and I'll get you on one of my live streams, and we can have a conversation and talk about Hmong culture. I really want to help the Hmong people. One thing that I neglected to say in a lot of my videos, a lot of people say, are you a leader for the Hmong people? And I say, no, I'm not. I can't be a leader for the Hmong people. I'm just some white dude, okay?
Follower.
If someone's going to be a leader for the Hmong people, he's going to be a Hmong person, not me. I just do my best to help people when I can, but I would love to talk with people about Hmong culture and the problems facing Hmong life. I care about the Hmong people, and I really want to help as many people as I can. And if you guys want to talk with me, come join us, and we will have a conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shinji Dua.
Yeah,
Bye, y'all.
Bye.